This is the truth behind ERP, what works, what fails, and what they'll never tell you. Hello. In the last video, we looked at what an ERP system really is and when companies might need one. In this video, we're going to tackle some of the most common myths and traps that surround ERP. Now, ERP can be a powerful tool for transforming your business, but only if it's properly understood, planned, and executed. However, all too often, companies fall into the trap of overestimating what an ERP system can do for them out of the box and underestimating the amount of effort that needs to go into making it a success. So let's break down what ERP is not and what to watch out for along the way. Okay, let's start with the big one. ERP is not a silver bullet. Just implementing an ERP system won't fix everything overnight. You will still need strong leadership to drive change in your organization. You will still need robust and well-defined processes to enable and embed the system properly. And you'll need an engaged team who will use the system effectively. ERP is an enabler, but it's not a cure. Without the proper foundations in place, the system won't deliver the value you expect. ERP does not fix bad processes. It simply disguises them. If the process is broken, ERP will just make it faster to do the wrong thing. That's why process redesign is such an important step in the implementation process. You need to understand what your as-is processes look like, how you currently do things, and then redesign these around the to-be state, how you will do things after you implement the ERP system. ERP enforces the process, but it's up to you to decide what that process should be. ERP isn't a single product or solution. Different businesses have different needs and requirements. So there are ERPs designed for small, medium-sized businesses, right up to global companies and global corporations, and for niche industries as well. Trying to force fit one solution into every situation is a recipe for disappointment. So you need to take the time to choose the right system to fit your organization and your organization's size, its goals, and its complexities. ERP is not just an IT project. ERP touches upon every single part of your organization, whether that's finance, operations, procurement, HR, supply chain, to name but a few. Treating ERP as if it was just an IT project is one of the most common mistakes that you see. But success really depends on cross-functional ownership of the system. You need the business to have input right from the very start, all the way through the implementation project, and you need very strong collaboration between your IT and your business teams. ERP is a business transformation project with strong technical components, not the other way around. ERP is not about replacing people or removing the need to think. Quite the opposite. ERP is about freeing people up from repetitive manual tasks so that they can focus on adding value within your business. ERP automates the admin, not the insight. You still need people to make decisions, to drive improvements, and to interpret data. ERP supports thinking, it doesn't replace it. So, trap number one. ERP vendors and consultants will sometimes promise the moon on a stick, but the reality is what's delivered doesn't quite match what was promised. So you need to go into any sales pitch with your eyes wide open. Don't take their word for it. Do your due diligence first. Be clear on what you want to get out of the system, what you're prepared to change, and what you're not. A slick demo isn't a substitute for a good fit. ERP systems are not plug and play. Implementation is a complex project involving configuration, data migration, integrations, change management, training, testing. The list goes on and on. It takes time and effort to get it right. So if you go into it thinking it's like installing a new app, you're going to hit problems very quickly. Lots of ERP systems come with a huge range of features, but the more features there are, it's not necessarily a good thing. What matters is how well the system fits your business processes. So don't get distracted by the shiny stuff. Focus on usability, alignment with your practices and workflows, and how easily your team will be able to adopt the system. ERP is an important part of a digital transformation, but it's not the whole thing. Just switching to ERP doesn't make you a modern, agile business. You need to rethink how you use your data, how you engage with customers, and how you empower teams. ERP can be a foundation, but it's not the final result. And finally, never underestimate the importance of your data and of your people. No ERP system can magically fix bad data. If your data is messy, inconsistent, or outdated, the system will struggle. And if your people aren't trained and haven't bought into the system, haven't bought into the project, then they won't be able to use the ERP system properly or at all. Clean data and change management are critical to ERP success. To recap, 5 myths we've covered, because these are assumptions that often lead to ERP projects going off track. First, ERP is not a silver bullet. It doesn't solve everything by itself. Second, it doesn't fix bad processes. It simply reinforces what you already have. Third, ERP is not one size fits all. The right solution depends on your business context. Fourth, ERP isn't just an IT project, it's a whole business transformation. And finally, ERP doesn't replace people or thinking, it empowers your team by automating manual tasks. And let's have a look at the 5 traps that organizations often fall into. Trap 1, believing the sales pitch without digging deeper. Know your goals and your boundaries beforehand. Trap 2, thinking ERP is plug and play. It's not. It takes time, planning, and effort. Trap 3, getting dazzled by the features. Focus on what actually fits within your business and what you need. Trap 4, confusing ERP with a digital transformation project. ERP is part of that, but it's not the whole thing. And trap 5, underestimating your data and your people. Without clean data and without buy-in, even the best ERP systems will struggle. So avoiding these traps doesn't guarantee success, but falling into them often guarantees problems. ERP is a powerful tool, but only if we go into it with our eyes open. If we debunk the myths and avoid the traps, we give ourselves the best chance of success. Thanks, and I hope you've enjoyed watching. As always, if you have any questions or if there's any subject you'd like me to cover off, please do get in touch, and please hit that like and subscribe button.